In Festive Road, people were going about their business as usual. There was one group of children listening to the sound of the sea in seashells that they had brought back from their holidays. Number 52 is Mr. Benn's house, but there was no sign of Mr. Benn. He wasn't in his room, he wasn't in his garden, and he wasn't in the park. Mr. Benn was by the river. He was looking at the boats and thinking about the adventures that they have. It's time I had another adventure, he thought. Time I paid another visit to that special costume shop. Inside the shop, as if by magic, the shopkeeper appeared. "Good morning, sir," he said. "What would you like to try today?" "Is that a frogman's underwater outfit?" said Mr. Benn. "Yes," said the shopkeeper. "Try it on." Mr. Benn took the outfit into the changing room. He quickly changed, and then he tried the special breathing tube that he had to use to swim underwater. Then he looked for the other door, the door that could lead to an adventure. On the other side of the door, Mr. Benn found himself among rocks beside the sea. He walked to the water's edge. Just as he was about to jump in, there was a shout. "Hey, what are you doing?" The shout came from some sailors on a red boat. An underwater boat, thought Mr. Benn. A submarine. The captain of the submarine shouted again. "We are going to look for a monster. If you see the green submarine, you can say that we shall see the monster first. Look out, we're going to dive." The crew climbed into the submarine. It slid into the water, floated away, and dived under the water. Mr. Benn was just about to jump into the water when there was another shout. "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" This time, Mr. Benn saw a green submarine. The captain shouted, "We are going to look for the monster. If you see the red submarine, you can say that we shall see the monster first. Look out, we're going to dive." Further along, Mr. Benn met an old sailor who said, "Hello, are you looking for the monster as well?" "I don't know anything about a monster," said Mr. Benn. "Tell me about it." "Oh, people say that there's a monster living in the water round here," the old sailor smiled. "The two submarines have come to take a photograph of it. They won't leave until one of them has seen it. It's a kind of race." "I see," said Mr. Benn. "Well, I'm not looking for any monster." And not wanting to waste any more time, he walked to the edge of the water and jumped in. Swimming beneath the water was like being in a different world. Mr. Benn was happy to swim about, just looking at the fish. He had forgotten about the submarines until he saw the red one nearby. A little later, he met the green submarine. Those submarines are a nuisance, thought Mr. Benn, and he swam to the bottom of the sea to watch the creatures there. A seahorse, a dogfish, and all sorts of creatures. Just as he thought that he had seen everything, he saw a mermaid. She was holding something to her ear. "Hello," he said. "You're the first mermaid that I've ever seen. What are you doing?" "I'm looking for a new shell for our King Neptune because it's his birthday today," she said. "Surely you can hear the sea without listening to it in a shell," he said. "It's not the sea I'm listening to," said the mermaid. "You listen." Mr. Benn put the shell to his ear. "It sounds like the wind," he said at last. "Yes," said the mermaid. "King Neptune has one that makes that sound." "Do you mean to say that you can hear different sounds in different shells?" "Oh, yes," the mermaid said. "King Neptune has a lot of shells with sounds of the wind, rain, birds, animals, all sorts of things." "That's fantastic," said Mr. Benn. "I'll help you search for a new one." Whenever Mr. Benn found a shell, it seemed that King Neptune already had it. Then he found an unusual striped shell that sounded like the buzzing of a bee. Mr. Benn was pleased because King Neptune didn't have that one. The mermaid was pleased too and asked Mr. Benn to come with her to King Neptune. Eventually, they came to King Neptune's cave. The king smiled when they said happy birthday to him, and he was delighted with the new shell. Beside King Neptune was a huge animal. Mr. Benn looked at the huge animal and asked the king, "Is that the monster that the submarines are looking for?" "Yes," said the king. "It's my pet monster. Those submarines are a nuisance. They frighten him. We can't go out because of them. I wish they would go away and leave us in peace." They all sat down. "Poor King Neptune," said the mermaid. "It's not a very nice birthday for him." "Can't you ask the submarines to go away?" she asked Mr. Benn. "Well, they won't go away until they have a photograph of the monster," said Mr. Benn. "I may be able to help. I've had an idea. I'll see you later." And he swam back to the shore. Once ashore, Mr. Benn soon found the green submarine. He asked the captain if he'd seen the monster yet. The captain said no, he hadn't. "You've probably frightened it away," said Mr. Benn. "Now, if you dressed up your submarine to look like a monster, it wouldn't be frightened and would come close enough for you to photograph it." The captain thought that was a good idea and told the crew to make a monster costume to cover the submarine. Then Mr. Benn went to the red submarine and said exactly the same thing to the captain. As soon as they were both gone, Mr. Benn swam back quickly to King Neptune's cave. Mr. Benn told King Neptune that the submarines were having a competition to photograph the monster. "I've played a little trick on the two submarines. Let's see if it works," he said. Mr. Benn led the way, and they hid behind a huge pile of rocks. "Now watch," said Mr. Benn. In the distance, they could see a monster. "That's really the red submarine in a monster outfit," said Mr. Benn. Another monster appeared. "That's the green submarine," said Mr. Benn. The two submarine monsters swam around, taking photographs of each other. Both the submarines thought they'd got a photograph of the monster and went off. King Neptune was delighted, and the monster gave Mr. Benn a ride back to the shore. At the water's edge, Mr. Benn waved goodbye and looked for the submarines. Sure enough, they soon came past. First the red one. When the captain saw Mr. Benn, he smiled and waved a photograph. Then the same thing happened with the green submarine. Suddenly, a man appeared on the rocks beside Mr. Benn and said, "Well, they both have their photographs. I think that you deserve a rest. Come into this cave and sit down." Mr. Benn walked into the cave and, just as he'd expected, found himself back in the changing room of the shop. He changed back into his own clothes. Mr. Benn returned the underwater outfit and thanked the shopkeeper, who said, "Look, there's a seashell stuck to this outfit, sir. Do you want to keep it?" "Thank you," said Mr. Benn. "It will make a good souvenir." Back in Festive Road, things were as busy as usual. There was one group of children saying "Happy Birthday" to a boy and looking at his presents. At his door, Mr. Benn stopped and listened to the seashell. He wasn't sure if it was the sea he could hear in the shell or the wind. "Anyway," he said, "it's just the thing to help me remember."